Logan Coleman, and my pronouns are they, she. I'm a senior at Mount Lebanon High School, and next year I will be attending Rhode Island School of Design to study art. Throughout my entire high school career, I've been a member of the Gender Sexuality Alliance Club. Starting on Zoom during 9th grade, I was an avid member and loved having a space to talk about my own new queer identity when I was cut off from the rest of the world. For the past 2 years, I've been a co-president with some amazing friends. So the things I help lead in this club include fun days like our gender bread baking holiday party, but also larger advocacy events like Day of Silence. This club is one of my favorite activities, and I really hope that I've been able to provide a positive role model for younger kids in it. I recognize that there's still so much to do in terms of LGBTQ rights, not only in our country, but also within our community. On a larger scale, I believe that the biggest issue that needs addressing currently is the fight for trans rights. Our current legislative and social culture is surrounding this topic is so hostile. When we bar trans people, especially trans youth, from using the bathroom, accessing medical care, or just having general privacy and the right to be out or not, it creates a horrible anti-trans rhetoric that then trickles down to the general public. This, in turn, is hurting all trans people, not only mentally, but also encouraging unspeakable violence against them. Honestly, I believe that one of the most powerful tools against the current anti-LGBTQ trend is education. We could benefit so much just by teaching children that LGBTQ people exist and are completely normal and acceptable, so they grow up without this fear of the unknown. We can change our history curriculums to include queer history, showing young queer kids that they have always been there too. We can update our health classes to include queer health, especially in sex ed where there is an utter lack of understanding of queer sexual health that should be taught to help older teens and to keep them safe. All these things we can do in our own Mount Lebanon community and are necessary to do in the near future if we want to create a welcoming and safe environment. I have done my best to try and further these goals with the help of the GSA and friends. I helped the GSA in drafting arguments in favor of opening a gender-neutral bathroom in school, which we ended up getting. In class, I often try to speak up when I feel there's a queer perspective to add to discussion. I've done plenty of presentations that teach about LGBTQ history or general queer themes, including my favorite, a Great Gatsby presentation on why Nick Carraway was totally gay. In health class, I asked to learn more about queer health and sex, even though that can be quite embarrassing sometimes. I also really try to be a friend to everyone, and often learn so much about myself in having diverse groups of friends who will teach me new things about being queer that I never even considered myself. In addition, I love working with young kids, which I often do in my job teaching small art classes at the library and my summer job as a camp counselor. I try to create a safe space for young kids to be themselves and also to learn new things. Something as simple as hanging my pride flag in the cabin at camp can lead to incredibly productive conversations with kids about queerness. In my future, however, I want to continue my personal advocacy through my art. I have always focused on LGBTQ themes in my art, overtly or not, and I will continue to do so for the rest of my life. I hope to make a career in the animation industry and in making graphic novels. Stories have always been a driving force in helping me find comfort in my queer identity, and I want to continue that legacy for younger generations. Queer representation in storytelling is so powerful and could be the simplest and most effective way to help people who have not been exposed to such media understand us and to help young kids who are questioning their identities feel less alone. I want to create characters that kids can relate to. I want to make art that teaches about queerness. And I want to mold my own stories and in doing so, mold my own future as an advocate for LGBTQ rights. Thank you for taking the time to watch this and for your consideration. Have a wonderful day.